Yeah, so the fast break game was good. The rebounding game was a big problem, but the biggest problem was the high pick and roll defense. You know, all combinations, perimeter to perimeter, and both with their fours and with their fives, and that's where they had 68 points in the paint, and there wasn't a lot of driving the ball. We actually had pretty good individual defense. Our high pick and roll defense was a real problem area.
Go ahead, Dan.
Cliff, I know for a lot of the things you talked about earlier in regards to the fast break and the defensive rebounding, those are areas you thought the team could fix on the plane. For the high pick and roll defense, how much of that is a product of guys playing together, and how much of it is just guys need to step up and improve?
I mean, some of it's playing together. I mean, a lot of it, frankly, is it's the hardest thing to do besides guarding, the elite players. There's nothing harder than a high pick and roll besides that. And it takes coordination, and you've got to be prepared going into the game. We have a little bit of and it's not easy for some guys because we really don't have a 4-man. So we're either playing, a 5-man at the 4 or playing perimeter players at the 4. So the coverages are changing a lot, and that makes it more difficult. But, it's just something that you have to be able to do.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
I know the rebounding is still a point of concern overall as a team, but we saw Mo again with another kind of career high rebounding night. What have you seen from him of late and how he's attacking the glass? And obviously there's probably still some areas he needs to improve on, but what have you seen from Mo as far as attacking glass of late?
But his rebounding is his right now is his major strength. And he did it again tonight, and he's rebounding at both ends of the floor. So again, as he goes through this, I'm going to say the same thing. Run both ways consistently, so you can anchor the defense, and then go after every rebound, and then develop a pick and roll game where you can roll, you can flare, and you can short roll. And I think those are attainable things, and he's rebounding really well.
Back to Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, you mentioned pregame just how dangerous RJ can be in the open floor. How much was that a factor, especially in the first half tonight?
Well, he was good in the open floor, but he was also really good in the high pick and roll. He scored more. The majority, he's been scoring a lot of his points in transition, and he had some tonight, but he scored more in the half court tonight, which is good to see.
Anything else for Coach Clifford? Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Dwayne had 26 points tonight. Where have you seen some of his growth this year?
I would say actually more at the defensive end. I mean, if you look at, the last 2 games, so like the other night when he was on Tatum, he actually did not just a good, an excellent job on him. And tonight, our best chance was, him on Washington. Washington really hurt us with some of the other matchups. And I think Dwayne had an advantage in that, he's played with them. And so he knew, but he didn't hurt him at all in the post, and he took away his 3-point shot. So he's, I think that as much as anything, one with him is we execute when he's out there. That's why early in the year, we played really well with him with the starters, because he's going to know the game plan and he follows it. And he does the same at the offensive end. We don't make a lot of mistakes with him. But I think that the biggest area of growth for him has been his individual defense and his defensive versatility.